You know how some people are afraid of the sea and some people are not? Well, if you're the second type, prepare to be the first one. We've gathered for you today 10 terrifying sea monsters that actually exist. Prepare to be amazed. Number 1 is the cosmic jellyfish. This beautiful creature was found at the deepest reaches of the ocean at about 3,000 meters below sea level by members of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's American Samoa Expedition, and it was in a remote region of the Pacific Ocean. Its particular UFO shape has everyone talking not only about its outwardly beauty, but about the possible discovery of a brand new species of jellyfish. It's things like that that make us believe those who say the sea is as undiscovered as the space. Second is the ghost octopus. Although its name sounds scary, the image of this sea monster is actually pretty friendly looking. Or maybe we think that because its nickname is Casper. The reason for the name? The fact that its body lacks pigment, making it pale. It was discovered at 2.6 kilometers deep on the Hawaiian archipelago, a length that no other octopod has ever been seen. It's about 12 centimeters long, and for the time being its lifespan remains unknown. But the thing that intrigued us the most is the way the octopus is reproducing. It will attach a clutch of about 30 quarter-size eggs to the stalk of a dead sponge, then wrap its whole body around it and stay like that for several years. During this period, it will not feed, wasting away until the eggs hatch and the octopus dies. Talk about motherly instincts. Number 3 is a glowing jellyfish. Another jellyfish that looks like it's from outer space made its way onto our list today, but this one has its own story. It was discovered using a remotely operated vehicle by a marine scientist in the deepest part of the world's ocean called the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific Ocean. This magnificent creature sports 2 sets of tentacles, long and short, that extend from its pulsating bell. When the long tentacles are extended outward, the jellyfish's bell remains still, indicating that it is an ambush predator. We wouldn't want to be captured by this little alien-looking jellyfish, that's for sure. Number 4 is the giant shipworm. This unfortunate-looking fellow is not actually a worm. It's a bivalve mollusk that had to evolve to look like a worm. Although the last part of its name is not true, the second one kind of is. These species do live in ships, making the life of sailors hard since at least 412 BC. But only relatively recently, in 2017, scientists were able to crack the mystery that engulfed these slimy-looking giants. They can measure from 1 to 1.5 meters and surround themselves with hard tubular shells that look like elephant tusk. One marine biologist likens the discovery of the giant shipworm to spotting a unicorn for marine biologists. I'm sorry, but I'll personally stick to liking the regular unicorns better. Number 5 is the deep-sea lizardfish. One of the most terrifying-looking creatures in this list is the Bathphosaurus ferox, which name literally means fierce deep-sea lizard. But this guy doesn't only look terrifying, he actually is. The signature move of this monstrosity is to bury itself on the deep sea floor, 1,000 to 2,500 meters below sea level. And when its prey swims by, the lizardfish darts out of the sediment and snatches up his poor meal in its jaws. Once it's there, it's all over. The more you struggle, the farther into the mouth you go, says Asher Flatt, who is the vessel's onboard communicator. Interestingly enough, this beast is a hermaphrodite, meaning that it can mate with any other of its kind. Yeah, like we need more of those. Number 6 is diamond squid eggs. Although the diamond squid is pretty scary by itself, the reason we put it in this list is mostly because of its eggs. The squid itself can grow to be about 3 feet long and weigh up to 30 kilos. Their name derives from the diamond-shaped fin that extends along the whole length of the body, making it look like a terrifying kite with tentacles. Their pink glow actually comes from the color of their eggs, and when they lay them, they can be anywhere between 24,100 and 43,800 eggs at a time. Those eggs create a huge glowing and weirdly shaped blob that faintly resembles a worm. Imagine seeing that in the ocean. Nightmares for life. Number 7 is the bumphead sunfish. Holding the record for the world's heaviest bony fish, this gigantic species has skeletons made of bone, which differs from shark, for example, whose skeletons are made of cartilage. In 1996, off the coast of Japan, a sunfish was caught that weighed 2,300 kilos. You heard it right, 2,300 kilos. Because of this, they're really hard subjects to study, so there's still a lot that the scientists would like to explore about the species, formerly called Mola alexandrini. Apart from the humongous weight, this fish is not exactly pretty to look at. Its round body resembles something like the world's scariest looking pancake, and the fact they can be found basking near the surface makes us want to keep away from the southern hemisphere seas. Number 8 is the buck-toothed ghost shark. Unlike the ghost octopus that look friendly and cute, this ghost shark is nearly a meter, making themselves the second largest species of ghost shark that was ever discovered. Although you'd be right in thinking this is actually a shark, they're not, just distantly related. Its rabbit-like teeth prompt the researchers to actually name them hydrologus, which translates to water rabbit. Although it sounds cute, by looking at it we wouldn't really think of a rabbit. The disappointment is that this fish is neither a ghost nor a shark, but it looks like something that would give you chills. Number 9 is the cuttlefish. Looking scary is not the only weapon this creature has. Although they're quite small in size when compared to the other monsters on this list, with the biggest one of the species to be only 50 centimeters and a normal one range from 15 to 25 centimeters, the cuttlefish can be a deadly predator because of their ability to hypnotize their prey. They display bright reds, yellows, browns, and blacks through their pigmented organs, blending with the environment around them so they can't be hunted, but they can be pretty amazing hunters. With the color display, they hypnotize their prey and then they snatch it into their deadly tentacles. Ugh, I don't want to be invited to that disco party. Number 10 is the colossal squid. We can't even look at this without needing to step away from the screen. This truly colossal squid is the largest invertebrate on the planet, and the biggest one that was ever caught weighed 1,100 pounds and was 15 feet long, and with its tentacles it reaches 46 feet. Another record they hold is that they have the largest eyes of any animal, even larger than those of the great whales. Great! Not scary at all. We're fine. Everything's fine. After this video, we're going to take a break from looking at sea monsters for a while, or maybe even forever. I hope you've enjoyed discovering this with us and just how truly wonderful, although terrifying, the sea can really be. We'll see you next time.